talking all things Petal Panther football. This is the Petal Panther Preview Show from El Mariachi Loco in Petal, Mississippi on SuperTalk Hattiesburg 97.3. Now, here's your host, the voice of the Petal Panthers, Mark Easley.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to El Mariachi Loco here on this Tuesday night for the Petal Panther Preview Show. El Mariachi Loco is a family-owned business offering an authentic Mexican and Cuban dining experience featuring traditional recipes. You can visit them right here on Central Avenue in Petal. We're glad that you've joined us tonight on SuperTalk 97.3, and we will visit with head coach Marcus Bowles, assistant coach Keith Pygott, and a couple of Panther players in just a little while. In our second segment, we're going to discuss this this past Friday night's ball game in the first segment. And Coach Bowles, we were talking off air, and you said as many years as you've been coaching, you sort of have an idea maybe about what games will turn out like or how you're going to play, but you just never know when you're dealing with these 9th, 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade youngins that your life depends on, your job security depends on. And unfortunately, this past Friday night, first road trip down at Ocean Spring, came up a little bit short, 27-17. And sort of like the case in a couple of the other games, a couple of big plays. They had some playmakers, and they got loose on one of them especially that really sort of got a little separation. But once our defense settled in, especially the second half, I thought we played really well. Yeah,
our defense didn't play that bad probably from the second quarter on. I thought the first drive, we had a chance to get off the field. They fumbled the football. It rose about 10 or 15 yards. We fall on it, and there's a big pile up, and they come up with a football and then go on and score. You know, that's 7 points. Then we turn the ball right back over to them. They get another score, and we're down 14-0. And we, before we can, get settled in on the sideline.
Yeah. And that was something we were driving on our initial drive after they had taken the opening kickoff for the touchdown. But we were driving. It looked like the ball just slipped out of Caden's hand, too. It wasn't anything hit or anything, just unfortunate there that we were moving the football and then turned it over, and then they were able to score again.
Yeah, really when you look at it, they fumbled twice, and we didn't get either one of them. We fumbled twice, and they got both of them. And our two fumbles led to 14 points. And both of their fumbles, they end up scoring on. Yep. One they recovered in the end zone, obviously. But the other one, that they fumbled and fell on it forward, they end up scoring on that one also.
Yeah, I don't know how we didn't get that first fumble because they kicked it. As you said, it went about 10 yards down the field. And I don't know. Strange things happen in a pile like that, and they came out of there with a football.
Yep.
Panthers were down 13-7 after the first quarter, 27-14 at halftime, and in the second half pitched a shutout. We got a field goal, not about 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter to make it 27-17, and it continued to move the ball well, but we just we're not able to finished the deal there and ended up 27-17. Right before a couple of key drives right before halftime when we scored the touchdown to make it 27-14. I think it was that one, maybe at the end of the first quarter. Anyway, we had a 16-play, 80-yard drive, 7 passes, 9 rushes, and it took about 5.5 minutes off the clock. That was our best drive of the night, and I think it was the one right before halftime that we scored to cut it 27-14. Huge drive there that we were able to really look good on offensively, and then got the ball back to start the third quarter and had the same kind of drive going. Had it first and goal at the 9, stalled out, and had to settle for that field goal to make it 27-17, and that was all the offense after that.
That was it, and you're right. We had all the momentum. We scored up full half, so we kind of feel a little bit good. We know we're going to get the ball, start the second half. We felt like we kind of found something on offense. We get the ball, go right down, get inside the 10-yard line, and then can't stick it in for a touchdown. We'll get a field goal. So, okay, still 27-17. Defense gets off the field. They get off the field. We'll go right back down and get inside the 20. And, we stall out again, and we had on one of those, I don't know if it was the first drive or the second drive, we had a receiver wide open, and we miss him for a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
And, you never know if we get a touchdown right there. Now it's 27-24, and, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves.
And the way our defense was playing, really feeling good. And that's something my partner Chuck Robertson said, the former head coach, so he's seeing a lot of the same things you are and said, hey, they found something that they're like on offense that's working, and obviously it was. But defensively for us, in their second Ocean Spring second half possessions, they had 5 second half possessions, had 4 punts and a blocked field goal that came after we had set them up with an interception at our 22. Mm-hmm. So our defense shut them out in the second half. Overall, our defense, except for the big – we talked about that playmaker they have, can't think of his name now.
Number 2.
Yeah, number 2. That's enough. That's enough right there. I've got it written down here somewhere. But anyway, when he took off and scored from 74 yards out, we bounced back, and that's when we had that long drive. And you could tell those 2 big plays, we bounced back from okay, but never could really get things going. Our turnovers killed us because we had 4 of them. You said 2 fumbles, and we lost both of them. 2 interceptions, one a tip pass, and diving interception. Yeah. But still, you turn it over 4 times on the road against a good team, hard to win.
Definitely. And the week before, we forced 5 turnovers. Yeah. And this week we had 4, and we had none the week before. This week we had 4, and the other and Ocean Springs didn't have any. And if I remember right, I think it was the first half. We partially blocked a punt.
Sure did.
Again, 6 inches further. Now we blocked that punt, and who knows? Do we scoop and score? We set our offense up on their end of the field, even if we don't scoop and score.
And football is a game of inches and just momentum swings, and those type of plays can go for you or against you. And in this case, just a little bit more of that hand on the ball. I think it went off our elbow. I think he may have kicked it through our arms. It was crazy because we thought we had it blocked. And that was another thing that Chuck had noticed in warm-up. Said, hey, they're only snapping it this far, and he's taking a 3-step. He's kicking it 5 or 6 yards further than that. We're going to have a chance to block some tonight. Mm-hmm. And we had opportunities, just couldn't quite come through with it.
Yep. Coach Pygott did a good job. He called it right there, and we had a chance to get it. And then they had to take a delay of game one time because they saw we try to block it, and they tried to move people in. So, again, good job by Coach Pygott on that part of it. And just, again, the takeaway I get from it is we didn't play particularly well. Played better the second half, but really we didn't play very well and got beat by 10 points on the road to a very good football team. So that's a silver lining if there is one. You're always looking for that. I didn't see it till about today, so but didn't see it on
still not sleeping
Friday
well.
night. Yeah, I didn't see it Friday through Sunday.
Well,
for sure.
I don't have my questions written out, but that's one of the things I was going to ask you. Disappointed with the outcome, but what can you take from the game that you're able to build on going into this week? Yeah,
I think we got to understand we got to get ready to play. And the big thing we've been telling our team this week is it's a mental game sometimes, and I thought we didn't get mentally prepared to play Friday afternoon. And so that starts with us as coaches. What do we need to do to make sure they're ready to play in their minds? Because I thought we had a good week of practice. I really did, but I thought for some reason we just didn't show up ready to play. And nothing against Ocean Springs, man. They're a good football team.
Yeah, you talk about how well coached they are, and they didn't hurt themselves. They didn't turn it over. As you said, we had an opportunity on a couple of fumbles, couldn't get those, but they really didn't do anything. As far as the stats goes, we had more yards, we had more plays, we had more time of possession, we had more first downs. Unfortunately, had more turnovers too. We won every battle except the scoreboard, and that's where it counts.
And the turnover. Yeah. And when you play a good team, the turnovers and the big plays make a huge difference. And, unfortunately, the turnovers were huge. And, you look at it, the one run by number 2, that kind of, and everybody knew in the stadium
what was happening,
that he was getting the ball. Yeah. I mean, we had worked it all week. Defensive coaches had worked it all week. We knew when he came in, he's not a decoy. Yeah, he's getting the ball.
It was the first snap they'd ran out of that wildcat formation with him back there. Yeah. And even though you prepare for it, sometimes Sherrod Whitehead, his name, is hard to simulate. It's probably impossible to simulate that kind of speed because he's not a big guy, but that kind of speed in practice hard to simulate.
Yeah, but they brought him in the second half, and he got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, it goes back to that mentality. We weren't really ready to play, because we knew when he came in at quarterback, everybody knew he's getting the ball. He's getting it, he's running it. He's not there to do anything else with it.
All right, in our last, we've got about 6 minutes left with visiting with head coach Marcus Boyles here in the Petal Panther Preview Show. Let's flip the page and turn the page, I should say, and let's go look at this Friday night against Columbia. Got Coach Chip Bilderback back after 1 year over in Louisiana, and you know what you're facing when you face a Chip Bilderback coach team. A team that's going to play hard, physical, fast, be well prepared. So what are we looking at Friday night?
Yeah, you just said it. I mean, that's who they are. Defensively, they're really, really fast. Got 2 or 3 good defensive linemen, size-wise, but they run the football. They're fast, they're physical, and they're well coached. They're not, they don't do a lot on defense, but what they do really, really well. Chip has them prepared. And then offensively, they rotate some running backs in there, and the running backs are 190, 200 pounds, run hard, physical. They're downhill runners. They have one little guy, number 6, that comes in. That's a fast guy. But for the most part, they want to run the football, be physical, control the game, control the clock, not go turn it over, and they're going to be solid in the special teams.
They've won a state championship under him 3 years back, I think it was.
Yep.
They played for another one or made it deep in the playoffs.
Played for another one 2 years ago.
So they're used to winning, expect to win. And when he left to go where his wife was coaching college basketball over in Monroe, Louisiana, for that 1 year, they were still successful last year, but it was a different type of team just because of a different coach in Lance Pogue. But with him back, he's going to bring back his style of play, and it's going to be a dogfight, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is.
I should have said cat fight. Wildcats and Panthers.
That's right, and that's what I tell our team. And they don't schedule us if they don't think they can win.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's why they scheduled us. They think they can win, and we are their. We are the biggest game.
Yep.
We are. This is a game they circle on their schedule and say, hey, this is a team we want. Petal.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Don't be fooled. You listeners, don't be fooled a 7A school against a 4A school, because if you got 11 that can go, and you got a 2 deep especially, you got players like they do, then it's going to be a tough battle. It doesn't matter the size of the school. That football team is a good team.
Yeah, very good team. They're physical. They went up to Jackson, Mississippi, Flowood, whatever, and beat Hartfield, who won the state championship last year in private school. And, man, they got players. They've got 2 Division I players on offense and defense at Hartfield, and they went up there and beat them pretty good. Yeah,
you don't just stroll into their stadium and with the players they have and defeat them, but that shows you the mentality they have of going on the road and, hey, we expect them to win, and they found a way to win in that fourth quarter. I think they went for 2 on that after scoring that last touchdown, a 1-point win against a very good Hartfield team.
Very good team, and then beat West Marion this last week, who again is very athletic, and they control. They beat them about 3 or 4 touchdowns.
So we've got to obviously take care of the football and tackle well, but what are some of the keys to the game?
And, I think that's it. I think we got to tackle well, because they're happy with 3 yards, 4 yards, so we've got to get them in second and long, third and long situations. If we do that, we're in good shape. We can't let it be a 2nd 6, 2nd 5. That's where they want to be. They want to be in that situation. So we got to put them, 2nd 8 plus, 3rd 5 plus, make them have to throw the football on 2nd down or 3rd down, and we feel pretty good about that. Then offensively, just protect the football, stay on blocks, because they're fast on defense. They run really well. They're very athletic, and they're very well coached, and we've got to stay on our blocks. And we have a chance. The other night we had a chance to make some big plays on offense, and we missed. Yeah. We can't miss those big plays this week.
Now we're averaging over 320 yards per game offensively, pretty evenly matched as far as passing, just about 168 and then 160 on the ground. Receivers have been doing well. Our sophomore quarterback settled in, I thought played well last week. Got a stable of running backs that you're able to use. It's going to take all 3 facets of the game, but especially all those guys that we will be looking to depend on Friday night.
They certainly will.
All right. Glad to have you here tonight, Coach. You found 2 reasons not to be here the first 2 shows. You couldn't come up with one, so it's always,
that's right.
Always good to visit with you. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back and have a visit with head coach Keith Pygott. And a couple of linebackers will be joining us in the second half of this show. We're coming to you live from El Mariachi Loco. Stay tuned. Be back on the other side of the break for more of the Petal Panther Preview Show.
Petal Panther Preview Show from El Mariachi Loco in Petal, Mississippi on SuperTalk Hattiesburg 97.3.
Welcome back to El Mariachi Loco for the Petal Panther Preview Show. We're being joined now by assistant coach Keith Pygott. We'll be talking with Boris Baker and Cullen Hitson in just a few minutes as well. Coach, thanks for joining us. I was trying to think. This is my 12th year. No, it's a hard job. My wife's sitting here. I'm trying to think. Mark the calendar. This is my 12th year to do the broadcast for Petal. How many years have you been at Petal?
This is my 11th season here.
Okay, I knew it was about the same amount of time.
Yeah, I came in 2015.
There you go. So that was the year, correct me if I'm wrong, went to the state finals?
Went to state championship in Oxford.
Well, I don't know if that's any correlation or not.
Sure.
Lost a first-round playoff game in 14, went to the state championship game in 15. So, hey, We know the secret now. Right there it is. Coach Pygott.
I would love to take credit for that, but I can't by no means.
Special teams coach, and also do some linebackers.
Inside
linebackers, and that's who we got here. A couple of those guys. Tell us a little bit about your where you were before. That's one thing when we talk with the assistant coaches. Try to let our audience learn a little bit about them.
Yeah, I'm originally from Tylertown, and graduated and went to Southwest, played some baseball for a couple of years, and then got into coaching. Started out at Centerville Academy, and then moved down to the Bay St. Louis and coached at Bay High for a few years, and then decided I wanted to pursue my doctorate degree, so I came back to USM and was a student assistant and a graduate assistant for 3 years there under Coach Bauer, and got to work there with them, and then been at Stone High School, Brookhaven High School, North Forest High School.
Yeah.
I've been out in Texas for 2 years at a Division III school, East Texas Baptist University, and that's where I was before I came to Petal in 2015.
And moved back to Mississippi.
Been a variety of spots.
Yeah. So I didn't know. Dr. Pygott's what I need to be called,
I do have my doctorate.
Instead of Coach Pygott, from now on the broadcast, it's going to be Dr. Pygott. That's where the wheels and the X's and O's, the NASA computers are just spinning and wheeling and everything. What's it like coaching at Petal?
I love it. I came here in 2015, single guy. Ended up meeting my wife here, and she had 2 great kids. And then now we have one together, and Petal's become my home. Yeah, good. And I love the community, the support, the players we get to work with, the facilities. Yeah, it's a very, very good town to be in, no doubt.
Who's some of you? I have a couple of questions here. Who's your biggest football influence, or some of them who had the most influence on your football life?
Well, I've been very lucky to work under that man right there for 10 years, for 11 years, and he's been a huge influence on me. I started out with Bill Hurst. Centerville Academy's head coach, been there for, almost 50 years now, probably. And then getting the opportunity to go to Southern Miss and learn under Dave Womack and Jay Hobson, and Coach Fedora also with Coach Bauer, and just been blessed to have a lot of great experiences because of this game.
What about some of you, if you narrow it down to one, best memories as a coach?
Oh, wow.
Best moments.
Oh.
Throw your curveball there.
The state championship game would be one. Anytime we beat Oak Grove.
That's right.
That's a good one.
Just a friendly little rival there.
College-wise, getting to go to the places that I got to go to.
That's
Florida, Tennessee, Boise, just to visit those stadiums and be a part of that.
That's one thing that athletics will do for you. It'll carry you some places you may never go, except to go play those games. That's the same with me with basketball. Places I've gone when I was playing at Delta State, I would have never gone if I wasn't playing basketball. It'd do so much for you just to see the country.
Absolutely.
All right, Friday night, what we're looking for.
Friday night's going to be a good one. Columbia's very good. It's going to be a good environment over there. I love their stadium. It's really nice. Chip's going to have them prepared, no doubt. But I'm looking forward to the challenge. And if we show up and play like we're supposed to,
we'll have a shot.
We have a shot.
That's all we need on the road. All right, let's pass that headset off to her. That young man beside you, Cullen Hitson. Cullen, I'm glad you found where we were. We were beginning to worry and thought we were going to put out an APB on you. you know that clock, that time situation, a little bit different, but you've made it in plenty of time. But junior linebacker Cullen Hitson, I asked these players sort of the same questions, but what's it like playing for Petal? What does that mean to you?
I love it here. I've been here my whole life. My brothers played here. So, I've had a lot of history here, and I just love being here. How
many siblings do you have?
I got 2 older brothers.
2 older brothers, all boys?
Yes, sir.
So you're the youngster. They didn't pick you on you when you growing up, did they?
A little bit.
Made you tough. That's what it was. Sir. That's why you're an inside linebacker, because you're tough.
Yeah. They turned me into this.
Plus, with that last name, I was thinking, what a better football name. Hit, son. Come on. Does Coach Pygott ever say, come on, hit, son?
Oh, yes,
hit,
all the time.
Hit, son. What's the favorite part of football for you?
I just like making friends. I love beating Oak Grove. Being here my whole life, I can't stand Oak Grove. So, I love beating them.
Yeah. So, like the contact of it, you like playing defense? Did you ever grow up playing offense?
Oh, when I played Pee Wee, I played running back.
Uh-oh.
But they didn't give me a shot on the in high school.
So, you're telling me that you run like me, maybe?
Maybe
Not
a little
quite
better.
as quick. I hope you run better than me, brother. If you don't run better than me, I'd see why you're on defense. I've seen you run to the football on that side. You run pretty well.
Yes, sir.
I figure you like laying out the punishment instead of taking it.
Oh, yes, sir.
There's another question I asked, and he's not paying attention. Well, he just looked up. But what's it like playing for Coach Boyles?
I mean, it's an honor. My brother played for him, and, I mean, only good things to say.
Hey, not just act like it. No, the players that came before you had the benefit. He was at an award ceremony at a game. He wasn't listening. So give me your best Coach Boyles story.
Oh, I mean, gosh.
That we can say on the radio. Don't look over there.
Gosh.
You got to, whether it's something in practice, something he said to you, whatever. I know he's intense on the sideline because I like that. We watch him up in the booth when things happen on the field and say, "Ooh, Coach Boyles upset now."
I mean, about every halftime, he's always yelling at us, winning or losing. I mean, It ain't ever good.
Well, you can't be satisfied. Can't be complacent, right?
Yes, sir.
So does he get on you every now and then?
He gets on me a little bit. He's more on the offense, so, I mean, I don't talk to him that much.
All right. What about the man beside you there, your position coach?
He's on me every day.
Well, good. All right. If he's not on you every day to where he's making you work and try to be better, what's the use of playing, right?
Yes, sir.
Would you rather have a coach that pushed you and got on to you, or somebody said, "Oh, it's okay, you'll get it next time"?
Someone that pushes me.
That's what success.
Yes,
As
sir.
a junior, you and the young man beside you there, Boris, I'm sure y'all came up playing together. What's it like playing with your teammates out there that you've been knowing all your life?
I love it. I mean, the chemistry's just there on defense. I mean, I've been around them my whole life. So, I mean, the chemistry's just been there.
Now, we've called y'all's name out some as sophomores last year. Now y'all are some of those that the teammates are looking up to.
Yes, sir.
What's that like, leadership role there?
I mean, I love it. It puts a little bit more pressure on you because you got to do the right thing when no one's looking because, there is always someone looking.
Yeah.
Because you got the younger kids always looking up to you.
You're right. So being a Petal Panther, got one more year after this. What you'd like to do outside of football?
I mean, I like to I play video games. I like to go hunting.
Yeah.
I like to hang out with my friends.
There you go.
A little bit of everything.
Good deal. One of those friends right there beside you. Let's pass that headset off to him.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, Cullen. Boris Baker, junior linebacker.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, you come in here look like you've just got out of the weight room. I didn't want to go over there by you.
Nah.
I saw the size. I thought, man, I'm glad you're on the other side of the table from me. Mm-hmm. How much hard work is it to play football?
I mean, it's a lot of work, even though you got to get down to the smallest details because anything could go wrong if you don't pay attention to that one small thing. So it comes with a lot of things to do.
So you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you like to do besides football.
Really, I like track.
Mm-hmm.
I've been running track my whole life. I moved from Hattiesburg in the middle of 7th grade year, ran track here. And I'm a big dude, so got to make sure I stretch.
What in the track do you run? What?
I run the 4x2, 4x1, and sometimes the 100-meter dash.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
A linebacker that runs a 100-meter dash, that says something right there.
Yes, sir. That's a lot.
My partner, Chuck Robertson, he's a former football coach, head coach, so he's one of those that sees all the little details of it, and he talks about how much fun it is to watch you guys, how you run to the football, because it's not one or two white jerseys, red jerseys, whatever color we get on in that night, that run to the football. Y'all all play so fast in a physical brand of defense. That's got to be a fun way to play.
Oh, yes, sir, it is fun. We actually – me and the person that came here last time, Deshaun Jones, like we bet each other who's going to get the most tackles every game. So last week I won. I got the $5, but the week before that he got the $5.
That's just all fun. It's Monopoly money, right?
You're right. Monopoly money.
Hey, well, that competition inside your team pushes each other. Hey, I'm going to make plays. So you moved over middle of 7th grade year. I was going to ask if you'd gone to Petal the whole time. You answered that question right there. What is it so special about being a Panther?
I mean, coming to Petal opened a lot of doors for me. Like school, it was a better environment for my learning. And, like, I just learned so much here. And they got me in shape here, though. Workout routines. It was hard when I first got here, but I like it. I love it. I love it so much here.
So what's your favorite part about football?
Making plays.
Making plays. Did you grow up playing other sports?
No, sir. I've been playing football my whole life.
So football and track.
Yes, sir.
When you've been running track all through middle school, junior high, and everything?
Yes, sir.
All the sprints, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, on the defensive side, got your position coach here beside us. What's it like playing for Coach Pygott?
I mean, Coach Pygott, he's a hard-nosed coach, so anytime we do something wrong, he's going to get at us. Like, all four of us. It's just smallest details he's going to get on us about.
Tell me how do you as a defender, if you give up a big play, we gave up that quick, even though you prepare for it, and he made a play, took it the distance, 74 yards. How do you what goes through your mind there to get ready the next time you step out on the field defensively?
I mean, we just got to forget about it. Like, as when he came on the field the next time, we completely stuffed him. Like, no gain after that. So we just have to forget about the last play and try to make another one right after that.
Now, pitching a shutout in the second half this past Friday night, what was discussed, Chuck, a partner, he talks about the halftime adjustments we make, some of the best coaching staffs that make that. What was discussed at halftime that, hey, we're down 27-14. We're going to go out and clean up our first half mistakes, and we're going to give ourselves a chance to win, which we did. What was discussed at halftime Friday night?
To be fair, he really didn't discuss anything. He was just play our ball, and we came out and we pitched the shutout. Yeah. He said if we played the way we're supposed to play, we were going to win the ball game, even though we didn't win. But
yeah, give yourself a chance to win it.
Yes, sir. He gave us a chance to win it.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot here. I'm going to talk a little bit lower. He's looking at his phone over there. Right. What's it like playing for Coach Boyles?
Man, it's hard. He's going to call you out. It don't matter who. He don't care who's around. He's going to get on you. But I don't really have a story. Well, not for me at least, but I remember it was the second game. Who did we play the second game? I think
this year?
Not last year.
Oh, last year.
Who did we play our second game?
I'd have to go back to the schedule, but anyway.
I think we played St. Martin our second game.
That sounds right. Yeah, I believe you're right.
And, oh, my God, he was – because we weren't playing as good as we were supposed to. We beat him 42-0, but he got mad at us. I don't know who he yelled at, but he said some stuff I can't even say on here. So it was just –
well, that happens in the heat of battle, But a coach like that knows, hey, it doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. Don't scoreboard watch. You can play better than what you're doing, and he pushes you to do that. So as a junior, or mention some of the other things, what do you like to do? We had Cullen that liked to hunt and play video games. What do you like to do off the football field?
I mean, I like physical therapy, really. Like, I've learned so much about it because I used to have problems with my hamstring. So I just learned so much, and that would probably be something I want to do outside of football if that doesn't work out. Well,
I've got a son-in-law that's a physical therapist. That he'll work on me every now and then. As I get older, I seem to need more work than. But anyway, that's a great feel for sure. And as you said, you've had some issues that you felt, hey, I can help other people like that. All right. Do you have any other thing you want to say about these coaches before we get off the air?
No, sir. They're all just good coaches, great coaches actually.
Last week, Deshaun, I think it was Deshaun that said this. When I asked about the story, he said, I can't tell one. I stay in trouble too much. So I don't know if that was your thought or not coming up with the story. We appreciate you joining us tonight, Boris, Cullen, and Coach Pygott. This Friday night, the Panthers will be heading over to Columbia for a 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll hope to see you there. If not, tune in to SuperTalk 97.3 for the broadcast. Airtime will be at 6:30. So until then, we'll wind it up here from El Mariachi Loco with the Petal Panther Preview Show. See you next week.